Welcome dear viewers to my Monster Hunter fashion video. Today I will be showing you 6 different armor sets that I have created for you to look at. This set was inspired by a Japanese yokai, the Kitsune. I wanted a regal yet powerful looking armor set, and the Mitsune armor set did just that. Combined with a Sakurai type armor, gives off a mystical yokai warlord vibe. I pair it with the longsword to complete the samurai vibe, and I use the Lala Labrina longsword specifically because of its color and elegance. The Cerejo's longsword can also be used, however, I personally do not like the golden color. I used the Blossom Vest A and built up the entire set and created a musical assassin. One weapon that really worked well with this set is the Glass Royale Hunting Horn. The Glass Royale Hunting Horn complements this set perfectly because of its flower-like design and it is an instrument. Another weapon that goes well with this set is the Hope Insect Glaive. With just one weapon change, we turn from a assassin to a freedom fighter. This set was inspired by Terraria, specifically the Beetle armor. Beetle King was an obvious choice for the Beetle aesthetic, and I chose High Metal Mail and the Greaves because it gave the armor a slimmer look that matches the Terrarian armor instead of the bulky King Beetle armor. As for my weapon, I chose the Faber's Child because of its shield. It resembles a Terraria accessory, the Obsidian Shield, used to craft the Ankh Shield in Terraria. I like this weapon because it resembles a big skull, just like in Terraria. Another weapon you can use is the Hirobami Charge Blade. As swords are more common in Terraria instead of lances, but also because of the fact that it's pretty fucking cool. The Vile Dread Plate is an armor set inspired by the Death Guards of Warhammer 40k. These traitor Chaos Space Marines serve the Chaos God Nurgle, carrying and spreading his diseases throughout the galaxy. I used parts from Gravios and High Metal to create the same bulk or bloated look the Death Guards have, just to show the body is rotting and falling apart, but is being held together by crude chains. The weapon I chose is a Jailhammer because, in my opinion, it looks similar to Necron weapons, or some kind of Necron weapon. I prefer this weapon over the Artisan weapon because it has a more brutal look to it. Another weapon you can use is the Heavy Bowgun, contributing to the sci-fi feel of Warhammer. I chose the Chatacabra Heavy Bowgun because of its green coloring and spikes that make it feel like the weapon was twisted by the Chaos God Nurgle's power. For this armor set, I wanted to create a veteran hunter brought back to life. The Huntsman was our main inspiration from Monster Hunter World, which you can see in the Raytheon chest piece and greaves. I also used the Commission Coil and Battle Van braces to match the Rathian scale, then added the Stench Brain Alpha helm for the skeletal look. I chose the Valkyrie Blade as my weapon because not only does it complement the armor, but it also connects back to the Huntsman, who is believed to have used the Greatsword back in his prime. Another weapon that matches this set is the Raytheon Switch Axe, Dragon Maiden. I think out of all the Raytheon weapons, I choose is the Greatsword and Switch Axe. I wanted to make an armor set using the Rathalos pieces, and surprisingly, the Gormagala chest piece and coil worked well with the Rathalos fan braces and greaves. For the weapon, I chose the Wyvern Blade Maple because it pairs well with the red scale aesthetic and isn't too bulky like the gun. Another weapon I'd also recommend is the Gormagala Longsword because of its dark and violet color scheme that seems to create the illusion that the sword is corrupting the user. That is all for today, folks, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and please do put in the comments what I should improve on. I do know that my speech is pretty slow and a little bit wonky at times.